Hi everybody, welcome to Reality Buzz TV. So you guys, I decided today to look my age, okay? I was like, let me be the auntie that I am on YouTube, okay? I'm embracing my auntiness today. So listen, you guys, let's do the next part. I thought it was actually going to be maybe 3 parts, but I feel like maybe we'll have 6, 7 parts because there's a lot to talk about. And before I know it, the video is so long when I talk about this show, because before we get into I want us to discuss you know what I mean? So listen, you guys, it's interesting now because okay, people are spending time with their trial partners. Okay, some people are saying they've fallen in love. I'm questioning some falling in love. Some people I'm like, you know. So it's funny because in relationships, nobody's ever perfect. You know, nobody's ever perfect in relationships, but there's always things that you like, no, but the things that are not perfect about this person, I can live with. But sometimes the things that are not perfect are things that you absolutely cannot live, with, then that's when you break up with a person. So even here, you guys, everybody has a complaint about their partner, even though they want to move on to the marriage stage. Okay, which is funny because some of the things that people are complaining about, and the some of the things that they're complaining about, you're like, are you going to be able to live with this? And one of those people is Nkateko, because Nkateko knows very well how Kanya is. Okay, but he's still staying in that relationship, and he is the one that received the ultimatum. So Ukanya was the one that issued the ultimatum, and his answer should have been, no, I don't want to marry you, because guys, I don't know, isn't Nkateko feeling like they're going to do this experiment and then they're going to come out and then Ukanya is going to be somebody totally different? I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit delusional to think that, okay? But anyway, remember in the last video, I talked about how Isaac was frustrated. He was going to speak to Lindile. He's like, listen, Okanya says she is the table. I don't know how to explain the table, you guys, because when a woman says, I'm the whole table, it's not wrong to say you're the whole table. Okay? But there's different kinds of tables, okay? So I don't know how to explain it, because as a woman, you are enough, okay? But in a relationship, you bring more than just your body, and you bring more than just your beauty. Okay? The same way that, we're trying to get to a point where these black brothers understand that when it comes to like the situation at home and taking care of the home, the same way that we now also have to go out and work because the economy demands it. We have to work, but also just nje asifuni ukuthi basinakekele bona ngoba one day bazosishiya, and Mrs. Relax, but that situation, we don't want to be in that situation. But also the economy demands it, okay? It's not easy to live in South Africa with a one income home unless the other person really makes a lot. Okay. So when we say you are the table, but the table must have something, because now she is the one that is, she doesn't want to work. She doesn't want to work, and she wants to be taken care of. So I'm thinking she wants to be taken care of financially. But then again, she is back at home not wanting to do anything. And I'm like, what relationship would work like that? Because there must be a part, you must pick up somewhere, like I contribute here, you contribute here, and then, but yeah, no, she doesn't want to do anything. She just wants to be a queen, So when we say you are a table, be a table with, the table, you don't have to help it to stand. You just put it there and it stand on its own. Okay. So the whole table, if really you are relying on somebody, like you can't take care of yourself financially and then but you the whole table. That's not what we mean when you say somebody is a whole table. So there is that thing, you guys, with Kanya, where I'm trying to figure out what kind of a relationship is she hoping she's going to be. She wants a guy that is going to come and take care of her 100% when it comes to the finances, but she does not want to contribute anything, even when it comes to like domestic situation, taking care of the house and all of this. She does not want to do that. Okay, but she also wants to be overbearing and over controlling and bullying the partner. No, there's no person that exists in this world that wants to live like that. Okay, so she was saying to who was she talking to? Tabi, where she was saying to Isaac, she feels that Isaac is incapable of taking care of her because I think Isaac wanted her to contribute to a grocery. Listen, you guys, if I went to live somewhere with a stranger, I'm not paying for 100% of the grocery. And I might not let the stranger pay 100% of the grocery, but that is just me. I might not. I might want to contribute something, okay? Especially in the experiment like this. I don't know if they get given any stipend for the duration of this, but yeah, I'm assuming that they must be getting something. But I would just want to, because you're not really married to this person. You're just going through the experiment. But yeah, anyway, you guys. So Khanya now with Isaac, it's starting to be clear that even if they got an opportunity to be together, that it really just wouldn't work. And it's mostly because of who Kanya is. Okay. However, Isaac had taken her to meet his family because at the beginning he was still thinking that there is a chance between him and her, you guys. Now with Ruth takes Nola to meet, I think it was her sisters and her brother. Okay, so they're having a conversation about how that relationship is like with Isaac, and then they're talking about this situation right here. Now, you guys, here's the thing that was strange. All Ruth tells her brother that Isaac in the bedroom, is lacking. Who tells their brother that? Your brother is not even supposed to know that you have sex. Your brother is supposed to think that you are a virgin and that the kids that you have, you went to the hospital and got them there. You know? Who talks to their brother about, the size of the things and, the activity in the bedroom? I thought that was weird. Everything about Ruth just looks like looks and sounds like it's fake. Because I started questioning if that was really her brother. You know, nobody talks to their brother about their sex life. Nobody. No, but you can talk about a boyfriend. You can talk about, oh, I have a new boyfriend, and you don't talk about that part of it. It's just it doesn't happen. So I started questioning: are these people her siblings, or she just got some people somewhere? And because everything about Ruth, you guys, at this point for me was looking like it was weird for me that she talks to her brother about not the size of the thing, Isaac, and that Agako satisfied. It didn't seem like, Listen, you guys. Oh, Courtney, not Genesis. I liked this, you guys, but I felt like it was too late for them, honestly, to experience anything because they took so long to get to get it on and really give it their all when it came to the experiment. And it was mostly Courtney that was holding back. So they ended up going and doing like intimate yoga situation. And listen, even if you don't like a person, you might just come back from that yoga liking a person a little bit more. So when they come back from that, she was more open. Okay, they even go on a date. They decide that now they are dating. But I was already like counting the days because I think they only had like a few days before it was time to change over. So I was already feeling like, hey, they don't have enough time to really do what, for an example, Lindile Nosiza had been able to do. Nosulindile Nosiza, Olindile Nosiza are a couple, but Ulindile is with Utabi and then Nosiza is with Nkateko. So those people have been, because from the beginning they just got it on, but they didn't do too much because Ruth and Nola, they just went on and they did too much, you guys. Listen, when the guys are hanging out, they do ask each other if they've gone all the way, and most of the guys say no, except for Nola. He's not really telling them, but we know because they've confessed it. So even the other guys are saying, Ngati is not telling the truth, but everybody else said no, they haven't gone all the way. They've been intimate, but not like have sex. The ladies are saying the same thing, but Ruth had to do this thing of avoiding the conversation in the beginning because obviously, if she admits Lebu is here to hear all of it. Okay, so it was difficult. It's like, okay, did I tell the truth? Do I not? So she ends up saying to Lebu, listen, I'm going to speak to you afterwards. Can I just talk between me and you? I don't know, you guys, that when she said that to Lebu, if Lebu concluded it's about that, because I think that I would have concluded if we are having a conversation about who has been intimate with their partner, and then the person that is with my partner immediately says, listen, I need to have a conversation with you privately, I would know exactly what that is about. Okay, I would just assume that she wants to tell me that they did it. Okay, anyway, you guys, Caesar and Nkateko, they do this really cute scene. Okay, Caesar is the one that is overly emotional. Nkateko is the one that is with Kanya, the crazy woman, whom I'm thinking he is just as crazy. I really believe, you guys, the only way you can survive the crazy is if you are crazy yourself. It's just that the other person's craziness is a little bit is a little bit more displayed than yours. But if you can stay with the crazy, you are crazy yourself. Okay, a mentally healthy person sometimes is not able to cope with that, especially the crazy Kanya. So they have this cute video call with Nkateko's mom. Okay, and guys, at that moment I was thinking, how does it feel as a mom when your son is dating a woman like that? Like, my son is dating a crazy woman. Like, that the best thing for him would be to leave this woman, but he's not leaving her. He just wants to stay with her. In fact, there are possibilities that they would end up getting married. How do you help your son through that? So they have a phone call because he wanted to introduce Caesar, and he first had to explain what the experiment was about and all of that to his mom. His mom was very sweet, you guys, very sweet to Caesar. Then they start talking about, Khanya. I really think the mom was really like hoping Wuti, this is like Caesar, she would have loved for Caesar to be a permanent situation for Nkateko. I honestly feel like any woman at that experience would be better for Nkateko than Khanya at this point, okay? Because she really treats him horribly. She's just not a nice person. Okay, I don't say that about a lot of people, but that woman is not a nice person. And it was cute, but at the same time, it was bittersweet because we know they are not a couple. It's not going to go on for long, and they were getting very close to the time where they are supposed to go back to their, real partners. And as cute as they were together, as lovely as they were together, that wasn't a permanent situation. So the mother, you guys, is talking about Khanya. Okay, and Khanya, she is saying Khanya is crazy. She says that woman is crazy and she won't change. She says that she is very bitter and she wants things done her way. And she would like for Nkateko to heal. Okay. Now I was thinking, what is the mother meaning by Nkateko needs to heal? Because Nkateko is still in a relationship. Heal from what? So it kind of made me feel like there's something that has happened between them, like something major that has happened between them that the mother is feeling like he needs to heal. Because I don't think that we're going to say that if a person is still in a relationship, we would say he needs to leave a relationship. But she was saying he needs to heal. So clearly, you guys, it didn't feel like Nkateko's mom is one of those evil moms that will just say, horrible things about the girlfriend for just the sake of saying horrible things about the girlfriend. She sounded like genuinely, she wants the best from Nkateko, but Kanya is not the best from Nkateko, and she wishes that Caesar was a permanent situation for her, And so that gives us a picture of who Kanya is in the experiment is who she is back at home, is who she is even when she's meeting the mother-in-law, okay? When the ladies are hanging out, because they do have a hangout, Caesar does bring up the fact that she met the mom, and Kanya gets very jealous of that situation. She's like, I thought she was over. I says, how did you meet her? She's like, no, we had a video call. She's like, oh, only a video call. Okay. Listen, you guys, it's like these women went to that experiment, but at the same time, they're not dealing with the fact that they are there, because obviously your partner is going to uh get somebody, find somebody that they get along better than you. So this is where we start to see like more of Kanya's meanness and bullying tendencies, because she was just going at Usiza, you know, and Usiza would be trying to speak, she would speak over her, she would it was just that thing. I would see, like, who are the people that spend time with Kanya? Does she have friends? Because I was like, how do people, interact with this woman? So she keeps saying that Caesar, Nkateko are very cheap. I guess she's saying they're very cheap because they've been intimate with each other, but they've said that they haven't gone all the way. Even Caesar said that they've done things and cuddled and everything, but they haven't gone all the way. She just feels like that is very cheap of her. And the others are asking, but haven't you done the same with Isaac? She says the closest that they've been with Isaac is when she's in the bath. He got the bath running for her and the rose petals and whatever, and then he was in the shower. So I guess the bath and the shower is in the same room, so they've seen each other naked, but it's not like they've done anything. But it's like, that's intimacy too. So what is the issue here? Okay, so but she was very irritated by Usiza talking about her experiment with Nkateko. And in fact, you guys, I don't know how many times she has called Caesar fat already. You know how many times? Like, it's not. It doesn't make you likable as a woman when you call another woman fat. Like, it's just, it doesn't do anything good for you. It just makes you. It's that, if anything, it proves that you're not a very nice person. But not only are you not a nice person, you're not a very intelligent person too, because you're on national TV. There's no way that you don't know that people are not gonna react well to you calling another woman fat. You must not be that intelligent if you can't figure out that social media is gonna come after you if you say something like that. So not only are you being horrible to another human being, but you also just not so intelligent, because why would you do that? It's a show makes show, you know. Like, Twitter is going to be waiting for this show when it comes out, okay? So yeah, I just didn't understand that. And she gets irritated with Kanya laughing, and then she gets irritated with her crying. Just a bully of note, you guys. A bully of note. I just don't understand it, okay? But I like the fact that when Usiza is over there, when Nkateko, they're having a time of their life. So they are able to ignore her, except when they are forced into interacting with her, you guys. So now, after the hangout, the girls, because everybody was just sharing. And obviously, with everybody, it's uncomfortable when another person is sharing about their part. Like, Caesar was uncomfortable when Tabo was sharing about how she is getting close to Lindile, how everything is like going so well. And I don't know, but I feel like with them, it's almost like a jealousy thing. I don't even feel like they are treating this whole situation as a temporary thing, because now Caesar and Tabi are like, it's almost like now they're enemies because of that situation. You like my man. So it's in their mind, I don't know, it's temporary, but not really. So now, you guys, it gets to a point where now the ladies are leaving, because remember, Ruth had already said to them that, she needs to talk to Lebu. And I'm sure Lebu couldn't wait as well to hear what it was about. So the other ladies ended up leaving, going back to, to their places, to their rooms. Then Ruth sits down with Lebu. And, I couldn't figure out, you guys. Listen, I have my suspicion about Ruth and Nola, and I feel like there are possibilities that Ruth and Nola interacted outside of the experiment, because I feel like they just got so used to each other so quickly. But you know what, ne? I want to talk about the whole drama of Lebu finding out about Nola and Ruth getting intimate. But what happens, what am I? Okay, I want to talk about it in the next video, the whole drama. But what happens is that after they sit down, the girls hanging out, the girls leave, and then Ruth tells Olebu. Okay, so now I was trying to figure out, you guys, if it's possible that Ruth knew Unola before the experiment. And this is something that they had planned, that they were going to come on here and do that, because they just got too familiar too quick with each other, and too comfortable too quick with each other. So I was trying to, because there's just something that was not right for me when it comes to Ruth. Okay, so even when she is sitting down with Ulebu to tell her, because she says that it was better she finds out from her what was happening with her and Nola than, I don't know, from other people. Okay, but I was trying to figure out, is she not like gloating a little bit, you know, like a little bit, like I slept with your man kind of a situation. So I couldn't figure out, you guys, because I don't know, why did she decide to tell her? I don't know, especially because she hadn't spoken to Nola about it, and with Nola they had made a decision to not tell anybody about them becoming intimate, but she made a decision on her own to tell her. Also, it's a possibility that she told Nola, no, she told Lebu because she wanted to see if Nola will choose her. Because no, I think anybody can see to know that is a liar and is a shady one. And also, you guys, I don't understand why girls are fighting over that, you know, boy wearing a pink shorts and a pink t-shirt. You know, when I love my shorts, I'm like, these girls are fighting over this boy. I'm like, why are you fighting over that with the pinky boy? You know? Anyway, you guys, so Ruth tells Lebu is upset, but she's trying not to show. And you can see Uguti, yo, it's on. It's war. Okay, so we already knew Uguti drama was coming, but I'll talk about that in detail in another video. The whole thing that happened. I'm sure a lot of you that are watching these reviews did watch the show, so you know, but we'll discuss it then, you guys. Now, remember, when they were choosing the partners, Lebu had chosen Isaac, okay? But Isaac had rejected Lebu and decided to go for Kanya, because that's what men do. They would always go for the Kanya woman, you know? And the Lebu woman will be sitting there thinking, you are making the biggest decision, the biggest mistake of your life, the worst decision of your life. So he chose Ukang. So he makes an arrangement for them to meet just to apologize for that situation. But you know what? I don't know. I was questioning how genuine Isaac was, because I was like, why are you apologizing now that the situation is not working out with Kanya? How come? Because they chose each other, you know, chose their partners, and then they went their separate ways. Immediately after that, I feel like if she was feeling like, oh, that was bad that I did that, he should have apologized immediately after that. Just requested from, because Lebu was with Aiden and they were just friends. Aiden wouldn't have mind if Isaac went to Aiden and said, Aiden, I just need to have a conversation with Lebu about what happened when we were selecting the trial partners, you know. So I did question, you guys, how come Isaac has waited so long to apologize to Lebu? He waited until things were not working out with Kanya. Now he's apologizing to Lebu. I don't know if he was hoping that Lebu would be like, okay, fine, let's get together behind other people's back. I don't know, you guys. I don't know, because all of this is just a mess. And I do suspect, you guys, that at the reunion, we're probably going to find out some things that we were not aware that they were happening here. Okay, I do believe mhlawumbe shocks that we will find out at the reunion. Okay, so he apologized, and Lebu is like, listen, I was even planning something because Isaac had shared that his birthday was coming up. I was planning something for your birthday. From the beginning, I just felt like Isaac should have gone with Lebu, even if they were not really going to become like a couple, but I felt like they were better suited for each other. They were going to have a little bit more fun than he is having over there with Kanya. Yes, you are with a beautiful slay queen there, but you're not having a lot of fun, okay? Because the slay queen doesn't cook, okay? Ngithi shosho vele wemchuzelani. The thing about it, you guys, is that it's not really a good thing when a guy is trying to say to you, you are better than that other woman. Because yes, Kanya is not the best woman to choose in this experiment, but it also says something about Isaac that he went to Lebu to say, hey, Kanya is very selfish. I made the biggest mistake of my life. I'll be looking at him. Like, so what do you want me to do about that? Because you made your decision, okay? But he really should have chosen Lebu. I think they would have had a better experiment, you guys. So that's all that I wanted to talk about in this part of the review. Then we're going to move on, you guys, to the big drama and then the exchange back, because that in itself, you guys, was quite interesting, because it was like these people don't want to go back to their partner. The only people that were excited to get back together was Courtney and Aiden. And I said from the beginning, you guys, I already knew that they were going to stay together. I think, honestly, the way that, to do the experience is to keep in mind that you are in a relationship, in a very important relationship. I know people will say no, but if you really want to, you need to get into the experience. But I think if you care about your relationship, you're just going to keep that in mind, that I'm here because I really care about this person. And I want us to learn so that we can be back together and use those things that we learned, in our relationship. So if you're just going to go wild with that other person, you might not even be able to get back with this person, because what if now it's time to go back and you don't feel like you want to even spend time with this person? So it's risky. So most people were not happy to be going back to their partners, but Courtney and Aiden were the two that were very happy to, get back together. Anyway, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like this one and also share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngimithanda.